All right, we should be back. Are we back?
Is the stream live? Are we?
Stream.
I can hear you now. Uh, erm.
Oof. Okay. So, uh, stream is back up. Um, but my Wi-Fi went out. So, uh, I'm using my hotspot right now. And that is a clear
Oof.
lacking.
Well, that's okay. I expect nothing better than the highest quality for Clat Cup Season 3 finals. Um, just so we can go over this. Oh, is stream over right now, or are we still
We are
live?
still live. I'm going to actually um just for everyone on stream right now, I'm gonna ping Carter and Niklas for this. Literally, like I can tell, like the power like flickered off. So I'm just going to do literally like a 5 minute check just to make sure that if I can get my Wi-Fi to work, and if not, we're gonna have to do stream quality as it is right now, which is not optimal. So I'm gonna. I hope it's understandable to everyone in this stream that can hear me that we are gonna do a 5 minute check right now. So we'll be offline for 5 minutes. Um,
Before we all go, can we get a little bit of hype in the chat for Season 3 Clot Cup finale? You can take your break now.
okay. All
Just
right.
to keep the chat alive, man.
This will be two. This will be
Let me know when stream.
we are back live right now, actually. So, hey everyone, uh, welcome back.
Uh, Apologies for technical difficulties, but let's get some hype in here for Clot Cup Season 3 finals.
All right,
We're no longer on
so
the original video,
I know we
unfortunately.
are no longer on the original video. I can't get back to the original video, but I will ping people in the clock. I'm just gonna change the
Oops.
thumbnail really quickly. I love Optimum. I love Optimum, honestly.
Shout out to Big Wireless or Big Wired.
Big Wireless that has a slight monopoly on our on our on our town.
Oh well. We're just gonna get rolling back in the swing of everything here. We did partially extend the halftime break for our competitors due to the technical difficulties. It looks like Clock Cup the past week has kind of just been plagued with internet issues.
Gotta love those. Gotta love those. All right. Um. Okay. I'm just going to very quickly ping Quack Cup about this. Optimum Monopoly is insane. We're back live.
All right.
Okay. So we are
Shout out Clock.
we are going to um. All right. So we're going to be returning in 1 minute But Zach, finish up your thought before we were rudely interrupted by Optimum's amazing service here.
I low-key forgot what I was talking about, but probably something along the lines of we're just gonna see alternating solves, or at least my prediction, we're gonna see alternating solves, and at that rate, I don't think the 5 point deficit is gonna get covered by Carter. We're gonna see Niklas take the win here and be our Clock Cup Season 3 champion.
All right. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching the halftime show. We're going to be back in less than 30 seconds, but to all of the second half viewers here, I want to give a huge shout out to you. Thank you for sticking through Clock Cup. You have stuck through Clock Cup for the past year, over a year of Clock Cup. That is actually insane. When I literally, this was a shower thought of mine. I thought of this in during one of my nighttime showers after the World Cup. I was like, wow.
What do you
What if
what do you do what do you do in the shower besides shower, man?
I
You
mean
think about clock while you shower?
you have those shower thoughts sometimes. Like you have those shower thoughts. You know the shower thoughts. Like you probably thought of the meaning of
No,
life
you
in a
can't you
shower
can't you
at some
can't you
point.
can't just keep saying shower thoughts as is like a get out of jail free card for being strange. But either way, no. Thank you all again for tuning in. There's still more clock to be solved.
All right, so we're going to bring the competitors back, and we're going to start with this halftime or the second half very promptly.
Turn off my camera.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, I assume they can't hear me, but welcome back, Cham, the one person who can
If you
hear me.
guys can hear us, let us know. All right, no one can. Okay,
I guess
Cham.
not.
Tell them after Niklas turns on his camera, we'll begin the second half.
You remember who's going first?
Um,
Uh,
I think Carter goes first.
Nicola?
Yeah,
Or-
Carl, you're going first.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is it just on one screen, or do we need to
All right, I'm going to
I think-
generate a new screen.
I don't know if we done anyone.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there.
You might need to adjust the camera setup. Both are very zoomed in right now. Or you might have Carter's focused.
Camera setup looks fine for what it was before.
Oh, we're
Um,
we're good now. It's stream was just behind.
They're both fine.
My bad, y'all.
Both fine.
All right, so the second half is going to be very, very interesting to watch right now. All right, so still a little bit flustered from that Wi-Fi incident, but we're gonna move past it because Clock Cup is just so great. It's the joy of Clock Cup.
And another DNF for Carter. 338 DNF, unfortunately. I'm not sure if the halftime break really worked how he was wanting it to.
To be fair though, it is solve one. Let's cut him a little bit of slack here.
Yeah. The only thing he can really hope for is that maybe it threw Niklas off of his game. But Niklas, a solved clock in 3 is that 8-0?
I think might be 5-8.
8-0.
Oh, 8-0. No, you're right.
The delegate eyes are strong.
Also, maybe because I'm not wearing my glasses right now. But
Excuses.
Nicholas, that's fine.
yeah, I don't think you actually know I wear glasses. I don't wear contacts.
No, I know I know you wear glasses.
That's fine.
You remember a lot of things, Zach. Okay.
I know too much. Going in here to the next solve, I did not take note of any lucky cases, if there are any.
I can see none right here, so
Very fast, ADF from Niklas, a 298. First sub 3
That's
of
a
the second half.
290,
Oh,
Zach.
290?
yep.
I fumbled.
Fumbled it.
Rare Zach L.
Well, you do have 2 L's in your last name, but
That's
Alright.
not funny, man.
2 L's make a W.
You
Okay.
you can do
Carter
better.
Thomas.
Carter, very slow first side, but did he make up for it on a second side? A 363, unfortunately he didn't. But the turning on that second side there, maybe a glimmer of hope for Carter's next few solves. Niklas, a 7-point lead.
That's fine, Carter.
So we have seen people return from this exact scoreline.
That's fine.
More specifically, Samuel Eklund Hana. He was a clutch clock solver in Clock Cup Season 2. He brought multiple games into overtime, and he won those games until the very end. I think in a very competitive match in the bracket stage last season. Zach, do you think Carter has the potential to be a clutch clock solver today? Do you think he can surprise us a little bit? So to
I
say?
think Carter can do it, but he's gonna need whatever he had going on Sunday. On Sunday he was getting twos left and right. Only a small handful of DNFs throughout the entire match. Very fast from Carter there. A 280. I think Carter knew he is clocked in.
This solve though, if Niklas beats it, I think it might be game over because that is a source of confidence for Carter. But if Niklas gets to the 13th point, I don't know if it's gonna happen.
A few dial regrips there. 367 for Niklas. Carter, the slow climb back. He's got to make up a 6-point deficit within three of
solves.
Niklas's wins.
It's within 2 solves because
Oh,
and
my 2 point. Yeah,
yeah.
my bad. My bad.
You're correct.
He is locked in.
So either Carter Thomas has to lock in, or Niklas is going, or he has to force Niklas to be locked out here. That was a very
Kind of a weird stop, but a
Just about to-
294 for Niklas.
These singles really just show the caliber of these clock solvers sometimes, and even in certain points, maybe when we see the DNF or we see the 4 or the 6, we sometimes don't necessarily take into note how extraordinary these 2s are to just clock in general.
A DNF for Carter that had the potential. A 282.
Ah,
This
that
that might spell disaster for Carter Thomas.
7-point deficit to make up if he doesn't want to bring this into overtime. He'd have to win 9 points in a row, Carter Thomas. But if Carter Thomas can win 8 more points while only conceding 1, he'll bring this match into overtime. But 2 points for Niklas spells out a loss
I
for
guess I missed
Carter.
him.
The second loss it would be the second loss in a final for Carter Thomas. But it would be Niklas's first win in his first season. The time is now.
To Tom in chat, or to anyone else in chat wondering, that is Carter's 8th DNF this match.
Correct.
Niklas, that first DNF, the first solve of the match of Niklas, kind of locked him in to get everything in check. Carter Thomas starting his inspection here.
8 seconds.
Very fast first side. That's a good second side. A 288 for Carter Thomas. He's got potential to bring this back in.
Yep. We've seen the past 3 rounds have involved, or no, the past 4 rounds have involved a 2 of some sorts.
And I don't know if
Ooh.
that's it for Niklas. A 281. We are at match point, everyone,
A
of
2
season 3 Clock Cup Finals. Carter needs to bring back 10 solves in a row, or we are going to see Niklas crowned as Clock Cup champion.
It is truly now or never.
Correct.
But you never know. Anything can happen in Clock Cup. But Niklas is going to have the first say here. He is going to be the one to set the benchmark for himself.
A very nice looking scramble here. We're seeing a center edge skip as well as a pair of adjacent edge skips on the same side. Cautious
Ooh.
turning there from Niklas, but a 333. It's back.
This
A
might be hard to
333 for
beat.
Niklas.
In Clock Cup
At the very
Season
least-
3, 3:33 is the time to beat for Carter if he does not want to see Niklas win the crown this round. But we'll see what happens on this solve.
Carter, fast first side. And a fast second side. A 3-11. We are seeing Carter stick in this for at least one more solve.
It is 7-14. Carter Thomas is solving first though, so
He's gotta
They are both correct.
he's gotta get used to solving first though. He's
Both correct.
he's gotta do it at least how many more times? At
like
least
three-
7 or 8 more times.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, I
Or
did my
it's
math
4 or
wrong.
3. It's 4 or 3.
No, like 4 or 3.
I believe it's 4 though.
We're gonna find out.
Oh yeah, we will
It
find out.
is Carter clocked in? There's 2 center edge skips here. Not sure how much that benefits with 7 simul flip, but that does give Niklas 2 different memo positions to skip at least 1 D move. Kind of lucky from Carter there.
That's probably it.
345. He's going to make Niklas work for it, but considering Niklas's recent consistency, we haven't seen a time above 345 in 3
Quite a
solves.
while, yeah. This could be it. Oh,
Ooh, kind of like a 360 for Niklas. Carter hanging in.
this is very, very risky from Niklas here. Are we seeing the start of something special? Something special that's never been seen in Clock Cup history. A massive comeback from a huge deficit in the final. We'll find out
Maybe-
quickly.
Maybe going off of season 1 Clock Cup finals to anyone who goes to rewatch it, Carter Thomas might be finishing his story here. Finally getting that grand finals match that he deserved. He only has 6 more to go to tie it up and start going into overtime.
And if it's overtime, it's anyone's game. It's for themselves. There's no mercy in overtime.
A still fast, but a 326 from Niklas. That's definitely not unbeatable. But we're gonna have to see Carter.
I do see a center edge skip though, so can Carter Thomas do it now? This is the question before Niklas at match point right here.
Past first side. Second side solved. A 312 for Carter Thomas. He is still in it.
This is a miracle. This is an absolute miracle. I honestly was not expecting him to be at a chance for double digits right here, but we could be seeing it.
And we're seeing another center edge skip here. And I believe the other side has one as well. So we are seeing a center edge skip, adjacent edge skip, and another center edge skip. This scramble might be going either way here. You do have to think after 30, 40 minutes straight of clock solving, are we maybe seeing some fatigue from Niklas?
I've never seen that before from Niklas, but this is probably his fiercest competitor yet, in such a very, very invigorating setting right here. So Carter Thomas though is going to set the benchmark. He will have the first say.
Are there another one of these first solves? A bit of a fumble on the flip.
Ah,
About that.
It is a 446 for Carter Thomas. That might spell doom. However, Niklas still have to lock in for one more solve here. Will the nerves get to him? Very smooth turning. And I think that does it
the
for
answer
Niklas.
to your
A
question is no.
337. Niklas. 15-19. The winner of Clock Cup Season 3.
That was an incredible final. That had the twists and the stories we were all expecting from this match. But Niklas has been crowned the champion of Season 3. He joins a list of 3 champions, as to say. Caleb Trelford, Tommy Cherry, and that was Niklas Aasen, Eliasson. Welcome back, everyone. That was an incredible match. Congratulations to the both of you for performing that well, especially in trying times. But I want to talk about that match in this post-match interview right here. The question is, how did you guys feel during that match? What were your thoughts? I'll start with Niklas first.
I started off like really nervous since I did not really expect to win, and then I don't know. I guess I controlled nerves like pretty well. Yeah.
Carter, what were you thinking?
I saw decently. I just have by dumb shit, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty even most of the time, and but like 7 in a row is kind of hard to come back from. Yeah.
Zach, do you have some questions to ask competitors here?
I maybe we'll ask one on I'll ask, this goes out to both competitors but different sides of it. When there is a big lead or a big deficit that either you need to come back from or need to hold on to, what's going through your mind? Are you taking it just one solve at a time, or in your head the entire time are you thinking, I need this, then I need the next one, and the one after that?
Well, I was down by a lot for most of the match. Like then it was like one solve at a time. But like when it was 14, like when Niklas had 14, I'm like, okay, I just need to go all out because I need to not like get a DNF or lose a point, I guess. But yeah, it's mostly one solve at a time.
Yeah, I'd also do like a one solve at a time approach since I think like thinking too much about the big lead could stress me out too much.
Yeah. I guess on the theme of the comeback, Carter, I guess maybe this question, I just want to go more in depth with this point. Was this comeback specifically, was that maybe, or where you got, I believe, I think it was 3 points in a row. Were you trying to salvage something, or was it maybe just a result of relaxed pressure, knowing that it was unlikely that you would take home the win?
Yeah, definitely like the latter. Like I did not think I was gonna get any wins. So I'm like, might as well just solve my way. I don't really care.
Right.
And then I won 3 solves. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I have a question for Niklas. So, what specifically do you think attributed to your success today? Because you are known for being extremely consistent, which you have shown throughout the solve. Maybe there were a couple of rough patches, but you seem to hold out pretty well, especially mid-ladder stage of the match. What were your thoughts about that? Do you think that really contributed to your win this season?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as I said, I was pretty nervous going into the match, so I didn't really expect to win, which might have helped quite a lot as well.
Zach, so do you have any other questions before I ask a couple of my last ones, or?
I don't have any questions. I more just have final comments, but if you have more questions, then please go on.
I'll let you say your final comments at the after I asked these last two questions for both competitors. So now that Niklas is the first Claw Cup champion to be from Europe, just insane point to make.
The first, but definitely not the last.
Yeah.
I have a question for the both of you, actually. Now that we're both going to have to log off for tonight, we may not see each other. We will never see each other for the season because the season is coming to an end. What was your favorite Claw Cup moment of this season? Maybe I know what you guys are gonna pick. It might be a cop-out answer, but other than the final, do you guys have any other moments you'd like to share about Claw Cup? Maybe not even just in this season, but in past seasons as well.
I guess I'll start. I mean, the final was really fun. Definitely fun to compete in front of a lot of viewers. But a lot of the bracket stage and or not bracket stage, the group stage was fun too because it was like lower stakes and it was against people who I've talked to a lot, and it was more fun, I guess, than trying desperately. But yeah, that was really fun, and the final was also really competitive, which made it also really fun for me.
Niklas, what are your final comments to add before I add mine and Zach's?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, like about favorite moments, I can't really pick one since uh, like I loved everything like equally, and it's been really fun. So yeah.
Yeah. So that leads us to the end here, but before we log off, I want to give the three of us here in the, I guess, the staffing team to say our last words. So Cham, I'm gonna put you up to full volume now, finally, as you deserve, because you have been an incredible judge for the past two
If we
matches.
could, if we could get some hearts in the chat for Cham doing an excellent job, both scramble checking and judging this entire match, we would not be able to do without them.
Thank
Let's
you.
give a huge applause to them. Wait, let me pull up the soundboard. Do we have a golf clap? Yes, we have the golf
Oh
clap.
wait, you probably do.
We do. Congratulations to you, champ. Thank you so much for volunteering your own time. You are an unsung hero.
Thank you for letting me do this. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Zach.
Can you please move to the US where like we could use the enthusiasm of people wanting to judge? That would be awesome. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I think they need it in the UK as well. So
Um,
Maybe just delegate pilled here.
yeah.
Zach, do you have any you have comments you want to add? I'll let you say your comments.
Yeah, so uh going to both competitors. Carter, it was awesome watching you solve. Seven Simul Flip is still super crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing you put in more time with it. Hopefully some great results in the future. Niklas, your solving was super smooth today. Every solve looked great, even the ones that maybe weren't as good time-wise. Congratulations again to Niklas for winning, and to both competitors really just for making it here. A huge sea of competitors. You guys all rose above to get here.
Yeah. So those are some very encouraging words, Zach. So here are my final words for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for watching once again. We've experienced some technical difficulties this final, but it all worked out in the end. It didn't cut off at match point, as Anders said. Um, so I'm very happy for that. I am so proud of not only just these two competitors, who are amazing, by the way, but all the 32 competitors of this season, the 32 competitors of last season, and the first 16 competitors of the first season. I am grateful for everyone. I'm grateful for all of the staff. Zach, not just Zach Rydell, but Zachary Miller from last season, or 2 seasons ago. He was amazing as a commentator. Cham, obviously. We have
Zach's are just goaded. That's all it is.
Daniel Partridge.
Zach's and Carter's.
Oscar
Zach's and
Coleman
Carter's,
Green.
man.
Ben Stokes, I think, commentated once. JJ Cuber. There's a lot of other commentators I think I had. I had Elijah on here at one point. I love Clock Cup so much. I want to contribute back to this community as much as possible. I know all of you in the chat are thinking, are we getting a season 4? And truly, truly, my heart wants to say yes. But at this point, I have to tell you maybe, but my heart will tell you that I want to contribute back into this community as much as possible. It may not be through Clock Cup, but it will be through other projects. It will be through other methods in the future. And thank you all for watching from the bottom of my heart. This was an incredible season, and
If
it
you
could have not gone any better, especially with the people here.
I hope you still have words to say after this, because leaving on a note of what I'm about to say might be a little bit whack, but if you guys would like to support Carter and the efforts of keeping Clock Cup running, if you make any purchases from thecubicle.com, make sure you use code Carter at checkout for 5% off your order. Show your support for Carter and all that he has done for Clock Cup.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. That was actually one of the last things I had to say. But we'll log off for tonight. I guess everyone can stay in the VC right here if you want. Maybe hang out for like 5 minutes or so. But thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the near future. 5 Mississippi.